Hey, what's up, guys? I'm back. I'm here to do the Raw review for October 13th, 2025. The headline for the night was Division betrays Seth Rollins in a brutal attack. And as you can see by the title of this video, Division, they turned on them, but I called it though. Like I said this when the Vision first got together. I remember me saying it. I was like, man, they ain't gonna do nothing but turn on each other. Anyways, which should be common sense to people because doesn't Mr. H, Triple H do that all the time? Especially with the talents that he don't like. He always got them turning it against each other and on each other. Look what he's doing with the Kabuki Warriors. Turn them all on each other. Street Profits, turn them on each other. Heck, he was even doing it with El Gato Phantasm before they even disappeared, before Santos got removed. And again, he was already keeping Seth away from them and making Seth like the more main attraction while Bronson and Braun Breaker wasn't doing them but wasting their times in matches, 50-50 matches all day and just running in, just destroying the end of the shows. Like, really, that's all what was really going with him. Nobody got no gold or no titles, no tag belts, no anything. So it's just so. And then, like I said, people need to remember how these two were booked beforehand. Bronson Reed, Braun Breaker were booked terrible. They weren't even booked by as good as like a Triple H favorite, like a Sami Zayn. Braun Breaker, he did win a mid card title, but the whole time he wasn't even really treated well. Like they barely used him. They ain't really put no effort into his title run. And then eventually he just lost it, and that was the end of that. And then now I'm a part of the division. So this is just ridiculous. But you seen it coming. Now how it happened, I'm not gonna say it was bad. Like it was done kind of well because they did do it at the very end of the show. I've seen them do this before too, where you think the show finna end and then some stuff happened. Well, that's exactly what happened. You thought the show was about to end, and then boom. I mean, the way it was set up wasn't bad, but at the same time, I still find this to be predictable. Like I knew that this was gonna happen. If you go back and look at my videos when they first were made, I clearly said it. Like they're just gonna break up anyways. But I mean, they even made it pretty obvious too, cause Seth was saying for the longest that he don't need nobody, and then all of a sudden he grouped up with Becky, but say he didn't need them. You know, Becky is not getting treated the best, but they are doing some things with Becky, but they ain't really doing much with Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker even to this day. But it starts off with the World Heavyweight Champion Seth Rollins proclaimed division's dominance after he triumphed over Cody Rhodes to win the WWE Crown Jewel Championship. And Bronson Reed posted a huge victory against Roman Reigns. So basically, the beginning of the show was pretty much a setup for the end of the show. You know, I mean, we seen Seth do this before, but we haven't seen it in a while because, again, he's not even been around them. So the day he's finally around them is the day they turn on him. But he basically was doing the same thing, shouting them out, saying how much he loved him and Paul and kissing Paul and then talking about how he done it, he's the best, he's the greatest, and all of that. Just a lot of boasting. I'm not gonna say it was bad, but that's what it was. Um, and this lasted for a while too, and then for those who seen the spoiler, they probably would have thought it would have happened in the beginning of the show. If you seen that spoiler before watching the show, I actually did watch the show, but I did see the spoiler beforehand. So when I watched it, I was like, "Oh, when is it gonna happen? Is it gonna happen now?" Dominic Mysterio defeats Penta in an Intercontinental title match. This is just not really good. Like Penta ain't winning nothing. Dominic just cheating. What they're doing with Dominic is a complete disgrace to the real luchadors. Like that is so wrong. Like Dominic is not even a real luchador, and he just cheats to win. But this is who they want to boost as a luchador. And he even gave him the title saying he's the best luchador, but he's nothing like a luchador. So leave it to Mr. H to just make a mockery of luchadors by giving the title and the AAA title to someone who's not even a real luchador. And then he's not even being strong with his wins. He's constantly winning by cheating. Like, don't get me wrong, it'd be crazy every time he do it. Because this time he used the bell hammer to do it. He literally stole the bell hammer and then stuck it in his boot and basically 619 hit the frog splash and won because it was in his boot. kind of like what the El Grande and them do, who are also fake gimmick luchadors who just cheat to win. I like Dominic. I like that he got some things going on, but it's just, and then Judgment Day really not there to help him. They not splitting up the Judgment Day. They keep keeping this friction with them that's been lasting forever. Dominic is right when he was saying JD and them don't defend their titles, because it's true, they're not really defending anything. But Dominic's putting his belt on the line constantly and winning. But no, we'll throw the other Judgment Day in a random tag match with the same people that were, so they don't got to defend the belts. Or we'll put JD McDonough into a damn singles match with Rusev where it doesn't really matter. Like, this is what they do. But Dom, he got to defend his shit. Penta got a little momentum, but you knew he wasn't gonna win this. You just knew he wasn't. Right, the fake luchador beats the real luchador. What a coincidence. Just like when you watch the AAA events, even though I like the AAA events, but it's true, when you watch them, it's just Mr. H sending all his jobbers down there to beat up the real luchadors. That's really what it is. He don't even send the people that he really, really favor. He'll send an Natalia at you, some jobbers at you, and make them look good. Rhea Ripley defeats Kairi Sane. This is just horrible. Why are they still fighting? This is so uncreative and a waste of time. People already don't like this feud, and here go Mr. H bringing it right on back. This is just dumber than dumb, because Rhea and EO literally just beat them in the pay-per-view not too long ago, like a few days ago, and now that she's fighting Kairi again in a one-on-one. That's all it's been, is EO and Rhea fighting Asuka and all of them, and just rotating it constantly. Why in the world would you have Rhea even fight them when they just literally beat them in a tag match on pay-per-view? And then you have Rhea beat Kyrie clean anyways, like she didn't already just lose. Even Asuka lost to Rhea. What the fuck? So why even set this up? Oh, because she's in her hometown. Why don't we show this love to other people when they be in their hometowns? Why is Rhea Ripley just getting promoted so hard and pushed so hard when she's in her hometown? Well, why is that? This match was stupid. I don't care what happened afterwards, because to make up for the stupidity and the obvious repetitiveness and the obvious protective booking, so they have Kairi Sane and Asuka just attack them afterwards, and Kairi grab the kendo stick, so they make it look like they still standing a chance when they clearly just lost repeatedly, and then set up in another match to lose. Why? I mean, clearly Mr. Ace does not care about Io, Asuka, or Kyrie. Clearly, they're just being booked to lose and to look stupid and to battle each other. Nothing to really favor them. This is all for Rhea Ripley. Like, and this is ridiculous, man. I can't even believe they gave us that same old match. That's horrible right there. Bronson Reed defeats Jimmy Uso. I mean, I'm tired of seeing Jay Uso and Jimmy get buried, man. Like this is getting annoying. I mean, it's clear as day. Mr. H is destroying Jay Uso's gimmick now and destroying his overness by turning him heel and keeping him in dysfunction with his own group people, the same old garbage. And I just noticed he just constantly got them losing left and right. Okay, Bronson Reed just beat Roman, but then we gonna squash Jimmy right afterwards though. Like Bronson can't go fight nobody else or nothing. Nope, just squash Jimmy like he's a nothing. And then you got Jay losing at the same time. It's like, and then even when Jay had the belt, he didn't even have it that long. And then once he lost it, he just kept losing. They keep somewhat putting Jay in the main event picture, but then he always loses. He don't never really do nothing. And I find that to be wrong too, because you got Roman sitting there telling them, hey, you need to do this, do that, and making it seem like it's something important with Roman and building this family up, but then they keep losing. Then Roman loses, then Jimmy loses, then Jay loses. They're all just losing though. Right? Roman lost. Now Jimmy lost. Jay lost later in this night. So what's the point of even trying to act like Roman is building them doing anything? And then you make them leave till Christmas? Clearly booking these people, just using them for who they are and not booking them well. Bronson Reed, come on now. Bronson Reed is the one getting all the big wins, but Braun Breaker is the one acting like he finna run the group. What the hell is going on here? Lyra Valkyrie and Bailey defeat Roxanne Perez and Raquel Rodriguez. Again, this is just like the real stuff. Like y'all have been fighting these girls back to back to back to back to back for like months, and during this whole feud, y'all been winning. Just like with the Rhea Io stuff, the whole time Rhea and Io been pretty much winning majority of the matches and winning. It ain't no real balance. That's why it don't make no sense to send Roxanne to Stephanie afterwards when you know they've been losing right crazy. And what a weird coincidence, he would send Roxanne, a Hispanic, or to another Hispanic woman like that. I find that to be crazy too. Like, of all people, you would have her step up to Raquel and Roxanne. Like, really? Like, nobody else, huh? When you know Raquel and Roxanne are jobbers too. So it's just like, wow, let's just feed her to Hispanic jobbers. She could just go beat them up, just like how he turned the Kabuki Warriors against each other. So now they could just beat each other up. This shit is stupid. While Lyra and Bailey not even really cool, but somehow winning and somehow being cool, even though they're not really cool, but still beating a real team like Roxanne and Raquel. It's just horrible. And everybody knows this Bailey gimmick is stupid, overdone. Obviously, it's just gonna lead into Bailey Lyra, so it doesn't really matter. And then after that feud, more than likely Lyra will be back going for a title. Like, come on, Bailey ain't winning that feud. CM Punk defeats Jey Uso and LA Knight in a World Heavyweight Title #1 Contenders Triple Threat match. Then what was the point of doing that whole AJ Lee stuff if you was just gonna do this? And here it go. We know LA Knight always loses the big one, but Jey Uso been losing the big ones too. And then CM Punk, okay, he gets his opportunity. He gets to come back. He gets the opportunity, but not Jey. All of that with Roman, and you make both the Usos lose and Roman lose, all back to back to back. Now we know Seth is going to be alone against CM Punk, which is going to protect him, but we'll see if Seth is really injured or not. I don't know. Maybe he is. I don't know, because maybe they'll write him off or something, because he may not even fight him now. And that'd be ridiculous. Like, CM Punk wins, but then he never gets a chance to fight Seth. And then it'd be like somebody else or something like that. That'd be weird when he finally gets another chance to get the title. I mean, the match was decent, I guess. I mean, it's just how it ended, it's like, damn. And I think Jay took the pin too. Just boom, pinned all easily, beaten clean, CM Punk Seth. We'll see where this goes. I'm just kind of disappointed with what they doing with Jay. Like, dang, man, you're turning him heel. You trying to ruin what he doing with the audience. You got him playing both sides. You don't have him winning anything important, but you keep acting like he's doing something important. He's finally in the triple threat. He loses. His brother loses. His cousin loses. It's just kind of ridiculous. Division assaulted World Heavyweight Champion Seth Rollins in a brutal attack. Now, this was at the very, very end of the show. Because afterwards, Braun Breaker, all of them came out and just started destroying everybody pretty much. Seth was out there. They just came out and just, we done seen this 1,000 times when they come. It's just a little different because Seth is back with them. So they just came out, whooped up everybody. You already know. Curve stomp spears, you already know. Tsunamis, all of that happened at the very end. And then you thought like, oh, well, they were going to stand tall, right? Like, oh, well, we're going to stand tall at the end. But nope, that doesn't happen. Like, soon as Seth like turns around, like Braun just out of nowhere, out of the corner, just spears Seth Rollins like out of nowhere. And then all of a sudden he's like, and then he walks up to Bronson like, oh, you finna be with me or you going with him? And then Bronson just stood there for like 2-3 minutes, just like trying to, I guess, figure out what the hell he finna do. And then eventually he just like F it. Even though I found this to be very predictable. Like, I knew Bronson was gonna do it. I knew it. He just dragged him over, his tsunami'd him. So now Seth is really jacked up. Paul instantly goes with them. Braun takes the belt, so he's acting like he's the leader, even though he ain't winning no important matches. And boom, there you go. Division is separated. So it is wondering where it's gonna go. There is a chance that Seth can be written off. That's what I'm starting to think is gonna happen. I don't think Seth is really gonna be here to really battle through this and fight through this and actually fight. CM Punk, something else is gonna happen. I mean, now if he doesn't get written off, he's obviously gonna have some hurdles to overcome. But knowing Mr. H, he's just gonna team him up with somebody and make him use them or something. It's gonna be something stupid. He still got Becky too, so we'll see where that goes. But yeah, that's how I ended the shock value. I will give this episode a higher rating, even though overall it was still a pretty bad show. But I will give this one a 3 out of 10. So a little bit higher than what I normally score these episodes, only because the way that the turn was done was kind of done well. I still find it to be predictable, but it still was a little shocking. But it was a lot of nonsense through this episode and a lot of waste of time and same old matches. So I can't rate it too high. But yeah, that happened. I know I'm a little late, but here you go. We'll see what happens on SmackDown. I hope y'all hit that like button to share the video. I need it. Please comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.